Yesterday, I dropped a 6 minute woe is me about how much of a chud I am, but today I am actually going to play a game that isn't Half Life because I don't really feel like playing Half Life right now. Too much editing. Honestly, it's one of the most editing heavy games that I've played. I think honestly because I like the game so much that I actually want to edit it. So I don't want to play the game when I don't feel like editing it. So we're going to play a game called Lone Pine. This is the demo. It's going to be coming out probably soon. I don't know. Maybe whenever it wants to. But right now, here's the demo. I saw an article on it. They said go pick it up, and I said, all right, cool, let's do that. Hello. Oh. Oh shit. Okay, so here's the funny thing. OBS just released a new update, and I was wondering what this like headset was for. But if I press the headset, I can hear myself, and that's so crazy. That's how I sound. You guys like when I sound like that? Oh. You're freaky. The climactic battle. To kill the false being within and conclude the spiritual revolution. No longer to be poisoned by civilization, he flees and walks alone upon the land to become lost in the wild. Chris McCandless. Chris McCandles?
The first time I visited Lone Pine National Park, I was just a kid. And even back then, my gut told me strange things happen here. Rare, unexplained things. The locals all say one mountain in particular, deep in the park, holds all its secrets. My friends call me Izzy, and I had to save up a lot of money for this trip.
I had to wait
I had to
tables.
wait tables. I guess I should go down to the control room to radio the ranger and let him know I made it.
Cycle through the nodes. I haven't even sprinted yet. But if anybody was asking, it's shift and also mouse button 3. Oh, open my bag and select rock. I haven't. What? Oh, there's the rock. Oh, it's E. No, it's not E. Double click the rock. Oh, I'm supposed to press the thing. I'm not so. Okay, so I have no control over my actions. It's all predestined. It's kind of poetic in a sense, gaming wise. Take only memories, leave only footprints. Visit Lone Pine National Park. That's what MP stands for, I think. Examine.
There's the cable car. I lived, bitch.
You did.
This thing must control the cable car from this end. No need to use it now. I hope that wasn't valuable.
Okay, so we have notes. Would you like to make your way through Old Growth Trail and hike to your cabin? Optional, use the radio in the control room to check in with Ranger McFadden. We will do that. Pick up key.
An old microwave. Doubt it still works.
True that, sister. Pick up. Alright, so whatever the fuck that is, we're gonna need it. Pick up
Ooh,
map.
map. Ranger McFadden warned me that they're all a bit outdated, but hopefully this one will be good enough. Ooh, a news article about a chupacabra sighting. When the wind is in the east, 'tis neither good for man nor beast. Kinda ominous.
It very much is. Let's see. Let's go into our backpack, select the key, and then use it. What the hell is that? Batteries? Oh. There's a guy in town. George. George. Oh, Torch? No. That's capital T. That's capital. His name is George. What the fuck is. What is George? George is a rare modern variant of the name George or George. George spelled with a J, by the way. Hold on, let me show y'all. Often used as a nickname. It is most common in Mexico, Peru, and the United States, derived from Greek words meaning farmer. Oh, okay, so his name is just Farmer. Who used to run a cult that worshipped this giant taxidermy bear. George once told his followers it was thanks to this bear that all the other bears in Lone Pine are now devoted Catholics. That means they abstain from eating meat on Fridays. They also have psychic powers they use to spy on you. I noticed the damnedest thing, though. When it was just the drop edge of winter time, not one of those cult members was willing to go for a walk in Bear County on Fridays. I don't believe the Bears were Catholic or have powers, but did the cult members really believe it? Or did they just believe in believing it? A kind of symbolic belief. If George said he would rub red meat all over himself and walk by a bear on a Friday afternoon, would his followers have put money on him not getting eaten? Or would they have all forgotten their wallets that day? In other words, it's easy to say you believe something, but what happens when push comes to shove? If something came to me and said, if you're so sure cryptids are real, bet you're saving on it. Would I do that? Do I have it in me to put my nuts on the table and stand by what I believe is true? No. Okay, so that's one. That's two. Okay, so one is. Okay, so we need to go 14100. Or.
I don't know about you, but I've already come this far, so yeah, I'm thinking nuts on the table.
That's right, sister. Let's go 147 first, and then we'll go 148. Well, let's go one. Let's just do something, okay? I'm tired of thinking. Wait. Okay. 146.
Come in, Ranger McFadden, are you there? It's Izzy. Oh, I made it to the top. Gorgeous view up here.
That's good coffee they got here in Lone Pine. And damn good cherry pie. Oh yeah, hi, how are ya?
I'll handle the radio comms. Give it here.
Hey!
Sorry about that, Izzy. It seems Ranger Coleman here needs to brush up on her radio protocol. Ranger McFadden here, reading you loud and clear. Over.
Also reading you loud and clear. Over.
Sorry about the bumpy ride to the top. We do our best to keep things running despite the budget constraints. By the way, we stacked some boxes near the door of the building you're in, but we stacked them a bit high. It had some fragile stuff in there. It's all still in one piece, right? Over.
It was an accident, sorry.
It's all junk anyway.
Just ignore Ranger Coleman here, one of our newest recruits. She's just a seasonal worker. And that's okay. Thanks for telling me. Over.
I'd just like to point out for the record that Ranger McFadden is also a seasonal worker.
Yeah, but this ain't my first rodeo. Lone Pine's my home away from home. You're so green you're still staying in the tents.
Yeah, but everyone thinks McFadden is a little loopy. Because he believes in all those stories about Bigfoot or whatever. You know what I mean? Oh, of course you do. You believe in that stuff too, right?
Give me that. Someone's calling on the other radio. Can you go see what they want?
We're not looking for Bigfoot, specifically. And Ranger McFadden knows what he's doing. He even pulled some strings just to let me use the cable car.
I'm surprised that old rust bucket didn't kill you.
Thanks, Izzy. We're gonna get proof that the stories about Lone Pine aren't just stories. Then they're all gonna pay. Then we're gonna show the world one of the biggest scientific discoveries in decades. It should be fat pickings up there on the mountain. That's where they all congregate. If the stories are true, which they are. Over.
I read you loud and clear, Ranger McFadden. Thanks again for letting me use the cable car and the cabin. I'll be in touch.
Best of luck, and quick survival reminder. Leaves of 3, let it be. Leaves of 4, eat some more. And as for bears, if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. And if it's Bigfoot...
Try to get a photo?
You got it, girl. Go get 'em. The way to your cabin is through Old Growth Trail, up the hill to your left. Take care, take risks. Over.
Copy that. Over and out. Old Growth Trail. This trail was originally used by researchers who... The rest is too faded to read. What the hell was that?
Well, let's go check.
If that's what I think it is, I need to lure it out and get a photo.
Item required. Do we have any items? Sadly, no. No, I'm not too desperate. And even if it is, there's probably be an item that's super far out. AKA, I have to go to my cabin in order to find it.
What a beautiful view. It's a bit late in the day to go way up there.
Wait, if that's the case... I love how my sprint button isn't shit. Well, also I can do mouse.
Ooh, I'm allergic to bees. Gonna give that area a wide berth.
I was about to say, oh, it looks like he's
talking
on my tail.
wide. Oh, this is kind of nice. I was expecting a lot worse. I guess they cleaned it up a little.
Well, I mean, if you... like, cobwebs. And... I guess that's a badger, and that's... whatever the hell that thing wants to be.
It says musk deer. Kind of creepy hanging over the bed like that.
Especially on the side where I sleep on. Okay. I hope they don't like Yelp reviews, because I'm about to...
These will be fine here for now. Got some camping supplies, food, first aid kit.
December 1st. Note to Michael, I love you. P.S. Let's come back soon. I'll see you at the top of the mountain. Mini water. Not a honker. June 3rd. Caught a huge honker today. Ryan. Actually a honker. June 29th. Who all seen the leprechaun say yeah? Okay, so we have one in September, one in June. And I'm pretty sure this is like a year apart. August 25th. Never thought I'd come to a place like this, even for just a short while. But I'm pretty sure there are dark watchers and on the trees. Thank Saskia and Simon. Rollo Green Street. Open drawer, cool.
Sweet board game collection in there. If only I had someone to play with.
Nothing else. Okay.
Cool little fireplace.
I don't know why I pressed that twice, but let's check the, I guess journal? Okay. Lone Pine National Park is rarely a safe place. Aside from all the reports of mysterious beasts lurking in the trees, there are also a lot of natural disasters. A few weeks ago, a storm way the hell upstream, I'm talking hours away, created a tidal wave of water that hit like a lightning strike and killed several hikers. From where they would have been sitting, just by the creek, there wasn't a cloud in the sky. That was a tragic day. And if it was hard on the town, the whole thing messed me up. What good? Despite the dangers, people come to Lone Pine to feel alive. Sure. Or to escape things, get tangled up in grief or romance. Or to chase big dreams. I've been caught up in all those, especially the romance. But sometimes conventional wisdom holds true. All they really need is to experience nature and be reminded of what life is all about. Feeling small and disempowered by these mountains is humbling, but also strangely empowering, and just what I needed to tip the balance of power in my own mind. Oh wait, there's a text reader? Oh! Just in case. But I can already read that just fine. Let me sit. Let me stand.
Yeah, cryptid. How do I get it to come out?
Do you like beans?
These will be fine here for now. Got some
Never mind.
camping supplies.
I don't know. That is the scariest part about what is happening right now. Oh.
I think he's still hiding in that tree hollow. If he's anything like me, some food will lure him out. Nice. I think I can get a good angle from the top of that log. Shit, that was a bear.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that did not look like the cryptid. Name your cryptid. Grizz.
Damn, that bear was huge. She's gonna win Fat Bear Week for sure.
That she is. Can I take these back? No, I cannot.
Tomorrow, I'll try hiking up the mountain a bit to see what else I can find.
Alright. Let's go to bed. I don't want to look at that thing anymore. Toast a marshmallow, roast a marshmallow, or eat the raw marshmallow. I'll toast it, I guess.
Hey, Steve.
Please, call me Big Steve.
Is it weird to call a sibling by their nickname? Then again, you always used to call me... What was it? Dizzy.
Sure did, Dizzy. Wow, you've really gone back to Lone Pine? Are you way too into the place like I was? Think you're gonna find the Loch Ness Monster?
Not many Loch Ness monsters in Lone Pine.
It could happen.
Besides, I'm not obsessed like you were.
That's cool, I think.
I don't have a whole corkboard of newspaper and magazine articles in my room. I just... wanted to see if you were crazy the whole time.
Me too.
I know how much this place left an impression on you. I felt like I needed to come back here, even if I had to do it alone.
That's crazy. Go home, Dizzy.
Just a little bit longer. I think I saw something on the trail.
So did I, but I didn't go into a creepy abandoned national park on my own.
It just needs to feel safe enough to come out of its hiding place. But how do I make that happen?
Don't know. Have you tried being more whimsical? They might be into that. Okay, I'm kidding. Maybe you need to look around more.
I guess I could look around a bit, but...
Good luck, Dizzy.
That dream was so... it felt so real. I could feel the heat from the fire. Okay, so no luck yesterday. Maybe I'll try going further up the mountain to see what I can find.
Huh. Okay, so what's here? Oh.
Gotta be careful.
Journal. I'm sitting under a tarp in a makeshift shelter. Rain clouds can't always pass over the snow-capped mountain ranges here. That means a lot of annual rainfall, depending on where you are. I hear the sound of that rain falling. When it's not raining and it's dark out, I hear prowling creatures. I am awed by the power of nature, but I feel vulnerable too. Makes you appreciate wild places and Mother Earth's power and her indifference. But that's just my human point of view. If nature's so beautiful, or if it's terrifying, nature doesn't care how I feel about it or how anyone sees it. It just is. The bird stops chirping, the frogs start croaking, and quiet sets in. You have to make sure you are living in the real world. Keep forgetting it's E.
It's just some random junk that should have been thrown away. I wonder how often this gets cleared out. Who left this absolute bomb here? How did they even drive it up this far?
That's what I'm thinking too. That must have been one hell of a ride.
Why would they just leave it out here like this? Where did everybody go?
The question might not be where did everyone go, it's how did everyone survive?
Hunting ropes. Some have been worn away. Or cut. That's a whole bag down there. I wonder what's in it. Whoa, it's a grappling hook. I need to find a better rope though.
Wait, open laptop?
It needs a 4-digit password.
Snake, deer, porcupine, cat? Wait, I wonder if it's 2264. Never mind. Like, what am I supposed to take away from snake, deer, porcupine, cat? What am I gonna do? No, like, literally nothing talks about any of these animals. I would remember, too. If I did, I'd be like, oh, it's the snake from journal entry number 3. Like, I would remember that. I read this. Oh.
Whoa, gotta step back.
Bro, that's fucking it? Okay. So that's it? You just wanted me to see how much in danger I am if I fall off the cliff? Thank you. Unless you combine the wire. Okay, never mind.
Let's see if I remember how to do this from my carjacking days.
Huh.
Remember, kids, stay in school. This is better.
That's what I need.
I bet I can safely climb that spire now. Well, I can climb it at least.
Scoop it bat. Okay, now this is what I'm dealing with here. Let's see. How did it go? Snake, deer, porcupine, cat. So 8173. Okay. Hey. Let's do a quiz first. What is the name of the Lone Pine local who started the cult of the taxidermy bear? George. What is the one-year Lone Pine genes are still allowed to talk about? None of the above? So I've been reading all the local records. I thought I'd help you pass the time with a mountain with a quiz. Let me see the nudes. Nothing's here, really nothing, totally empty. Okay, fine, you got me. Super secret files, log 231. Cool. There's a local legend in these parts about an old wizard who lives in the forest, brewing up some kind of potion. The brew is said to grant profound wisdom. For those who stop to drink, the moral of the story is nobody ever does stop. Life for humans is fast, and we don't see the forest for trees, but life and evolution is slow. I'm writing this story down because I want to believe to understand whether there really are undiscovered animals in Lone Pine. You need to understand its history, both in the real and in the imagined. My team wasn't drawn here by Lone Pine's reputation of being a UFO sighting capital of the world. We came here because it's also home to unusually high amounts of creatures with bioluminescence, the ability of living organisms to produce the light. A ranger, McFadden I think his name was, pointed us in this direction, citing reports of glowing animals scurrying about, especially at dusk. One story goes that glowing lights at night are used to bait by some trickster goblin to lure you off from an unseen cliff. to your untimely demise. Another is that the glowing critters in the forest are a good omen and means that good things are coming your way. I don't want to be like the travelers who were too busy or too suspicious to stop and receive wisdom. By my wizard's potion is just taking the time to read the official records. Then maybe I'll be able to see this glowing, scurrying animal. I was especially taken by a story in the early 1900s of an eccentric local who fancied himself something of a scientist. He believes that animals might be attracted to reflective or shiny trinkets, not unlike a bowerbird collecting every blue object it could find on his nest. Part of me wants to start there. But the other hand, I also read an account from years ago where a man who had been drinking moonshine for 3 days claimed he saw a cryptid in the mountains. On the mountain. Not unlike the fabled Jersey Devil. When asked what he did next, the man shrugged and said he offered his cigarettes, so I'll take local legends and folklore with a grain of salt, and only trust what I can see with my own eyes. Dr. Camila Navarro. Thank you.
Storm's brewing. Hope it passes over soon.
So let me take my white ass inside.
What the hell? Some of my stuff is gone. I know I left it right here. Didn't I?
You did, and the flames are brewing.
Cool little fireplace.
Well, you don't seem to care about that. Ooh. Okay, I guess. Big crib.
Yes! I think I'll dedicate this one to Steve.
Alright, let's, we can't go this way. We can go that way, however, for whatever reason.
What is that sound?
That's what I'm... Yeah. What is it? 146?
Ah, that's so annoying. Guess I'll try again later. I'll rest here for the afternoon and wait for the storm to pass.
Alright, let's do that.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Dizzy. Fancy seeing you here.
In my own dreams. Yeah, crazy.
Maybe it's not a dream.
Maybe it's some kind of weird pocket dimension.
Maybe I'm doing some kind of life review before I can move on.
Ooh, deep.
So, how are you holding up?
Not gonna lie, it was really rough losing you.
That's how life is, I guess. 1 minute you're riding a bike to work, the next, a bus crashes into you.
It wasn't a bus, it was a large van. Anyway, it's been a bit. I'm fine now.
You talk to anyone about it?
No, I just. Kickstarted my passion for waiting tables.
Healthy response?
You were right, by the way. There totally are cryptids here at Lone Pine. It wasn't easy, but I even got a photo. This little shiny one.
Knew you could do it, Dizzy.
Thanks. Couldn't have done it without you. Standing on the shoulders of giants, as they say.
Yup, giants. They don't call me Big Steve for nothing. When you get home, that photo is going to change everything.
Yeah, I guess it will.
They won't be able to deny it then. Hard evidence. Imagine that. wanting hard evidence before they believe in something like cryptids.
Those fools! Seems like you've got a bit of a chip on your shoulder about this.
I did my research. I guess it just reminds me of these people from near Lone Pine I read about.
Is this about the bear cult?
No, different cult.
Damn, how many cults do they have around here?
A lot of people don't know. Lone Pine gets dark, Dizzy.
Yeah, it can be a little unsettling. I sometimes feel this.
These guys I read about, they didn't believe in or trust modern medicine, especially surgery. They didn't want it until they got sick. And if their family members got sick, suddenly, modern medicine's a miracle. Do you get my point?
I don't see the connection.
I've had a lot of time to think.
Is that...
These people... My question is, what happens when a false belief can't hold up anymore? How do they justify it? To themselves? To each other? What journey does a man go through?
Steve?
When you're forced to confront the factual, to confront death like they were?
Steve!
Then in your mind, there must be a reckoning.
And that's it. Scan the QR code if you want to know more. It'll be released later this year. That is the Lone Pine demo. I'll see you guys tomorrow.